Chapter 1, Introduction. The first time somebody asked me about improvisational theater, I had no idea what they were talking about. And, like many others, once I started training and performing improv, I suddenly understood its fundamental relationship to theater and creativity. Now the shoe is on the other foot. About improvisational theater, no idea what I'm talking about, including people that make theater for a living. Because most people are unfamiliar with the history and practice of improvisational theater, they tend to place it on the fringes, where it has been percolating near the edge of being the next big thing for years. Its ostensibly never-ending percolation, however, may stem from the misunderstanding of scholars, practitioners, and audience members about the art form. Many artists and scholars still only recognize improv as a rehearsal technique, devising tool, or character-building exercise, and not as a legitimate performative art. Even within the improv community, there is tension about what exactly is true improv. Is it the games of short form, the scenic style of long form, or sketch comedy derived from improv? In part, because of the muddied meaning, everything from mainstream commercial theater to the avant-garde has had an uneasy and sometimes unacknowledged relationship with improv. Yet, when we examine the philosophical tenets of improvisational theater, it quickly becomes apparent that improv is not at the fringe of theater. It is at the very heart of theatrical practice, pedagogy, and theory. I didn't grow up in the theater. I thought I'd be teaching high school history and coaching baseball by now. My first real exposure to theater was through improv as an undergraduate student. Its main theoretical concepts, support your partner, agreement, yes and, active rather than passive choices, collaboration, and so forth, shaped and permeate the way I view, teach, and practice theater. Yet it wasn't until I began to formally study theater that I realized two things. The core principles of improvisational theater form the bedrock of theater training and practice in virtually any setting and can be applied to nearly any creative project. And the general ignorance about improvisational theater results in its being pushed to the margins. Despite all evidence to the contrary, many see it as something done for fun or to make silly jokes, but not something central to real theater.